Do you still remember the first stock you bought? Because I do, and not in a good way. I still remember how excited I was when I bought my first stock. And honestly, I had no idea what I was doing at that time. I was young, I was brave, and maybe just maybe kind of young and dumb. This was back in early 2008. If you have been investing long enough, you probably know what happened after that. The global financial crisis came. But at that time, I did not understand any of this. I only had one simple thought: I wanted to be rich. I saw people talking about investing. I heard stories of people making money from stocks. In my young, naive mind, I thought this was how people get rich, so I should invest too. The problem was that I did not really know what investing was. I thought investing was just buy low, sell high. So I looked at one bank stock. The price was lower than before, and I thought, wow, it looks cheap. And since it is a bank stock, it should be safe, right? Big company, big bank, what can go wrong? So I clicked buy. But here was the real mistake. I did not invest a small amount or know anything about the business itself. I put in almost all my savings, about 90% of everything I had saved. Most of what I had went into one single stock I knew nothing about. After I bought it, the price dropped. Not 10%, not 20%. It dropped by more than 50% in just a few short months. And that moment really hit me hard. This was not just numbers on a screen. This is everything I had. Money I saved over the years and money I earned from part-time jobs. Money that took me years to save. That amount of money felt very big to me at that age. In just a few months, half of it was gone. That was when I realized I was not really investing. I was guessing, I was gambling. I bought it because the price looked low. I bought it because the company looked safe. I bought it because I hoped the price would go up. But I did not understand the business. I did not understand the risk. I did not understand why the price was falling. And maybe most importantly, I did not understand myself. My biggest money mistake was putting almost everything I had into one idea before I knew what I was doing. That is not investing. That is closer to gambling. Not because buying stocks is gambling, but because I was taking a big risk without knowing the risk. I was hoping, I was praying, I was telling myself it would come back one day. This mistake taught me a painful lesson, a lesson that I will always remember. Many of us learn investing this way. We start with confidence, then the market teaches us humility. For me, that experience changed how I think about money. I started to realize investing is not about being clever. It is not about buying the lowest point. It is not about picking one stock and hoping it makes us rich. Investing is about understanding what we are buying, managing risk, not putting everything into one basket, and finding a style that actually fits our life. Today, I invest very differently. I still want to build wealth. I still want passive income, but I no longer want to rush. I do not want to think I am smarter than others. I do not want to pretend I can predict the market. I just want a simple system I can stick with. Buy consistently, reinvest dividends, add money over time, and let compounding do the boring work. It is slower, it is less exciting, but it is much easier to live with. So if you are just starting to invest, maybe learn from my mistake. Do not put almost everything you have into one stock just because the price looks low. Do not confuse confidence with understanding. Do not think investing is only about making money. It is also about protecting yourself from your own bad decisions. Sometimes the biggest risk is not the market, it is us, our impatience, our greed, our fear of missing out, our belief that we know more than we actually do. I am curious whether you have ever made a money mistake that taught you something important. If you have, comment lesson. Most of us learn this money journey one lesson at a time. Sometimes the most painful lessons are the ones we remember the most, and maybe that is the real point of investing. We do not need to get every decision right, but we need to keep learning, keep improving, and make sure one mistake does not destroy our whole journey. For me, investing is no longer about trying to get rich quickly. It is about building slowly, staying calm, and making better money decisions over time, one lesson at a time.